and nutrition. They are the foundation of a vibrant life, essential for our well-being and longevity. In an age where wellness is paramount, one company is leading the charge with a refreshing approach to healthy living. Meet Daba Anthea Omorigbe, an integrative nutrition health coach and visionary behind Zest for Life Nigeria enterprise. At Zest for Life, Daba is dedicated to transforming lives through the power of nutrition and wellness. Zest for Life is more than just a health and wellness company. It's a vibrant community committed to providing high-quality, delicious, and nutritious juice blends known as Zesty Juice. Its juice and nut milk is crafted from 100% natural ingredients, sourced locally whenever possible, and prepared in small batches to ensure maximum freshness and flavor. Daba believes that through mindful nutrition, people can achieve their health and wellness goals, unlocking their full potential and Zest for Life. With a focus on quality and sustainability, Zest for Life ensures that every sip of zesty juice is a step towards a healthier, more vibrant you. Discover how one woman's passion for health and nutrition is creating a ripple effect of wellness across Nigeria, one delicious juice at a time. Join us as we explore the journey of Daba Anthea Omorigbe and Zest for Life Nigeria enterprise.
Okay, my name is Daba Omorigbe. I am from River State with a little country called Bonny, not country but town. I grew up in Port Harcourt, and I own a juicing company called Zest for Life, but the brand name is called Zesty. We're based in Lagos, Nigeria. Because of my personality, the name Zest for Life came to life because of how I am. I'm like joyful, I am, I'm flamboyant kind of. So I just thought, what name should I give my company? I gave it Zest for Life. And I am actually an accidental entrepreneur. So I didn't really come out to say, okay, I want to start producing juices. It just happened to be like I was in this space. I had moved from the UK about 10 years ago. And I wanted to be in the health space, but not necessarily producing products. I looked for a job, I couldn't find one. And then one day, I was in my sister's house and I said, oh, I went to, the social media just started, and I just thought, oh, there's something else I can do. I can actually do juices. And I thought, because I've been juicing, and I found out that juicing was a way for me to have more fruits and vegetables in my diet, I thought I could encourage other people to do the same. So that's how Zest for Life was born. And that's how my juicing story began. It was just such a thing that I thought that if I do juices, then it will lead to other things. Not just about drinking a juice, but having this life full of zest, which entails your well-being, your health, and just who you are in this space. My challenges are, as we all know, when you're producing products like this, which really needs like tender, loving care. We have electricity problems. We have logistic problems. We have people who want to have your product, but you have trust issues. It's not everyone they say, oh, you want to do juice and you want to drink juice, and they'll just happily want to buy your drinks. They have to trust you. They have to know that the process is, kosher, So I've got stories to tell about logistics, but I'll tell you one thing that was really challenging. I remember when I first started this journey of business, and I used to have a car, and then all of a sudden I didn't have a car. And I used to deliver myself at the time. So I decided that I was going to deliver this product to a customer from, I was in the mainland, and this customer was on the island, and not just any part of the island, VGC. If you know where VGC is, VGC is far. So I decided to jump on a bus. I jumped on 3 buses. So I started my journey around maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got there around 8 o'clock at night. The customer was in shock. He said, "You actually came delivered with transport?" I said, "Yes, those are the challenges I had to face. You know, it wasn't easy. I didn't have anything no logistics person, no car. So I had to just jump on a bus and deliver." I won't say one success. I would say series of successes. So it is when a customer comes to me and tells me, "Your juices are the best drink they've ever had," that would now put it in my being that, okay, I'm on the right path. So I have a series of, feedbacks that people come to me and tell me, okay, this has done this for them, my drink has done that for them. Those are what keep me going, keep me want to produce and want to give out more. So I wouldn't say one thing as my success story. I'll just say a variety of different information that I get back, feedback I get from my customers that want me to continue doing what I'm doing.
Hi, I'm Anil Parmani. I'm the CEO founder of Cream Inc. I'm a business consultant that offers operating partner, venture partner as a service to funds. My experience is operating real sector businesses. I have owned and operated real sector businesses as manufacturing in Nigeria for over 20 years. And currently I am focused on bridging the gap between tech and the real sector. Hi, Daba. Nice to have you here today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So tell me about your product.
Okay, so this is a range of cold-pressed fruit and vegetable juices, and to enhance your health and well-being. These are solely no added sugar, no water, and no preservatives. So they're just purely fruit and vegetable based.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 9 years.
9 years, wow. And these are the 4 flavors that you have?
No, we have more than that.
Okay.
But these are the ones that are certified by NAFDAC.
I see. And how many bottles do you make per day in each flavor?
So we, at the moment, each day we make about 500 bottles.
Total?
Total.
Okay.
Yes. So it depends. We have the ones who are like high in demand, and the ones who are not as low. So these ones are the most popular ones.
Okay. And your turnaround time from your fruit to juice is a day?
Yes, from fruit to juice is a day.
Okay.
A turnaround time is a day.
And your distribution channel is supermarkets?
So supermarkets, eateries, direct sales, and also like farmers markets.
Okay. And are these geographically specific?
No, they're not. So, well, yes, if you're going to say we're just in Lagos, we're not outside of Lagos.
And how far within Lagos?
So we go as far as, because we're based on the mainland, we can go as far as, the island further, Sangatedo, and all of that part.
Okay, so now let's start talking economics. How much does a bottle sell for?
So at the moment, one bottle sells for 2,000 naira.
Okay. That's what you sell it for?
That's what I sell it for.
I know the flavors are different, so the ingredients would be different. But...
Yeah, so let's say it's approximately about, now, about 800 naira now. Last year, it was actually lower. It was like 500 naira, but with the cost of things.
So basically your gross margins, it's fair to say around 50% is where you are. from an operating a cost point of view, in addition to the so there's transportation cost, I imagine. How do you send out the goods to your customers?
So when we go to supermarkets, what we do, we put in, so say we're going to a supermarket on the mainland, it costs about 2,000 naira, or 3,000 naira per delivery. So we just divide that with the number, so what we do, we just put it in each bottle, with 3,000 naira divided the number of bottles that we get. So on average, so supermarket says they get 100, so it's 3,000 divided by 100, and then we put it.
And I imagine supermarkets don't pay on time, or they don't pay on, well, they pay on time perhaps,
Well,
but
yes,
your agreements are 30
yes,
days.
yes. So between 30 days, you know, it's like almost like a monthly circle. So they do this what they call sale on return.
Oh, they do sale on returns?
Yes.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, sale on return. But the good thing about mine is that it actually does sell.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to stay too long before I get paid.
What's the shelf life of your product?
So how we do it is, the shelf life, if you put in a good fridge, will be about 5 days, but we encourage people to put it in the freezer, which will last about 3 weeks.
Okay. What is the percentage of your sales on return? Like, how many bottles do you get back from your vendors on average?
Less than that. I get nothing to worry about.
Okay. So 5-day life cycle, 3 weeks can stay in the fridge. Your cost, once the goods are ready, is transportation, interest, because it's capital that is blocked. Do you do any marketing? Do you do any sales?
So what we do a lot of social media marketing, and then we're in the farmers market as well, so that helps with our marketing, as you know, where it's person to person kind of marketing. So we do a lot of that. So, and we do a lot of sales. So like now I could just go into like supermarkets and start to sell my product, for them to be able to put it in their stores. I've not been doing that recently because they're not, what they're asking me is really pretty low for, you know, so it's almost like I'm giving them the product. So I've sort of held back on that marketing and doing more direct sales and stuff. So.
Okay. So what remains your number one challenge, you think, in your business model?
I think is marketing and distribution. Those are two. Well, one. Well, it's two. One. Mostly marketing. How do I, you know, market this product, because we're in a very competitive market. So how do I make mine stand out to the others, you know?
So now I'm going to ask you a question that has a very nuanced answer, but I'm just going to try it any which ways. From the year that you started, so you said you've been doing this 9 years, right? So let's say we break it down into 3 years. So the first 3 years, the next 3 years, and the current 3 years. How much have you reinvested in to grow the business, as opposed to taken out? So I'm not asking for numbers, that's obviously your business, but I'm just trying to understand that, in the first 3 years, if I had 100%, I put in back the full 100%. Or in the second year, I made 100%, I put 50% of that back in. And by year 3, I made 100%, but I put another 100%, so 200% because I needed to grow. Just for a sense of how much you're spending versus how much you're actually making. What does that look like? Is the question clear? Do I need to ask it a different way?
Yeah, ask it in a different way.
Perfect. Let me try this. So let me throw some actual numbers at you, so give you context. Let's say you started the business with 1 million naira. At the end of the year, you've made 2 million naira. Your 1 million naira was your cost, you made it. But to grow the business in year 2, you took that 1 million naira you made, you didn't pay yourself anything, you put it back into the business. And the next year you made 3 million naira, but you've already invested 2. So from that perspective, I'm trying to understand.
So let's say from when I started till maybe, from when I started also to maybe in the last 2 years, I've always put everything back. And that's not because it's always like I'm always looking for money to put into my business. I can never get, so what I get, I put it right back. But in the last year, I've seen that I put back 50% of what I.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good. So you're actually turning a corner around.
Yes, so it's just in the last year, not. It's just in the last year I've started putting back about 50%, and the rest.
Okay. Now the reason why I asked that is because your gross margins are actually healthy in manufacturing. For anybody that is doing your kind of work, anywhere north of 42% is considered healthy. On average, you're probably making 50% based on what we said. It's good, it's defensible. When it starts testing 42%, that's when you need to worry. So for now, you're okay. The issue that I find in your business model is that I do not believe that your inputs are credit-based. They're based on cash. So your vegetables, fruits, bottles, caps, deliveries, all payments that have to be made upfront, and then you now give it out to supermarkets on a 30-day basis, and they get to return if the goods are not sold, which really, knock on wood, hasn't been a problem. What that does is that puts huge amount of cash flow constraints on your business. But occasionally you may find it struggling to meet a payroll or to buy fresh produce. Furthermore, this gets compounded by the idea that your input materials are perishable. So you buy, I don't know, oranges, they go bad if you don't convert them fast enough. Of course, you can convert them and freeze them, like you said. So you figured out how to do that. From a cash flow perspective, where I would like you to focus is there would always be the innate need for you to say, let me add more flavors. And there would be the need for you to say, let me explore more potential in the market. That is the normal instinct. I would insist that if you have 2 models that work well, please only have, so 2 SKUs that work well, please only have a 3rd SKU that you are trying in the market, and only when it reaches a particular number does it become part of the thing. Try and keep your input materials as low as possible to free up some cash, and that is the only way that you'd be able to. And if you can find common ingredients, so orange can go in 2 SKUs as opposed to 1 SKU. It's all very unique. I try and make them a little bit more reliant on one another, so you have one base product. These kind of synergies would help out a lot with your cash flow. The second thing you want to do is you want to talk to your suppliers. You've been doing business with them for 9 years. You want to start discussing credit terms. Bank interest is at its highest point right now. It's not going to get better anytime soon. So these are the things that I would do to try and relieve some pressure off you. And last but not the least, please remember to always pay yourself as well. In terms of put yourself on a salary as opposed to a pay that I take what I need basis.
Just started doing that.
Well, so that's good. You can't live on love and fresh air. So you might as well put yourself on a salary so you know what the cost is of you to the business. Yeah, so I was saying that this is a very so fresh kind of model. If you see all that they have done, they've built it off the backs of this. I grow so fresh, I buy the juices. So I know what you're doing has a value, and I'm very excited for your product. Right? I wish you all the best, Abba. Thank you so much. I'm very curious to see how this plays out in the short term, in the next few months. And I hope what I was able to add gave you some insights as to how you can do things differently.